Okay, so I am going on a trip to see my boyfriend, and I'm sure you've all heard of the Greyhound bus, and so it is a 13-hour bus ride to go see him. And I thought I would show you guys everything that I eat on the train, or on the bus. I don't know why I said train. But I'm basically right now heading to the grocery store. I've got my reusable bags, and I'm gonna go get some groceries for the food that I'm planning on making. So I have a list on my phone of things that I'm gonna make. You can see it like right here. But for breakfast, I'm gonna make some overnight oats. For lunch, I'm gonna make a pasta salad. I'm just thinking about foods that are easy to just store with me all day in this bus, and things that don't need to be refrigerated or like really taken care of. And then dinner, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do for dinner, but I have a bunch of things like snacks. But I'm gonna go to the store and I'll show you everything that I get there and prep for this trip. So it'll be fun. I thought it would be a cool idea to show you how I prep for trips like this. So let's go to the store. Look at Ziggy. He's just enjoying all the food that I bought. Don't you dare poke your fingers through that. Ziggy.
Sure, he wants to play with you too.
Okay, so for the Greyhound trip, I'm gonna bring these apples that I bought. Apples, Pink Lady, my favorite. They're the best. And I bought these grapes. I'm just gonna package in a Ziploc. And then I brought some dates. I was thinking of making some date balls with these, or just having this on top of these brown rice cakes with some PB2. You know, it's actually kind of hard to find peanut butter powder that doesn't have any added things to it, like added sugar or added like preservatives. But surprisingly, Jif has like the most simple. Here, I don't know if you can see it. The ingredients are it's just peanut powder. It's just peanut powder. So that's what I really love about this, and so I'm gonna bring like a small batch of it with me, or probably carry this whole thing, because I'm actually flying back instead of taking the Greyhound back. But yeah, so these are just the snacks I think I'm gonna bring, because if you think about it, 13 hours, you know, it's not that much time. So I'll have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner there, and snacks in between, or I might just, I don't know, depending on how I feel, I'll probably just snack throughout the whole thing. I don't even know. But these are the snacks, and then I'm also gonna meal prep some pasta salad, and I'll show you the recipe that I found. And for that recipe, it requires silken tofu, so I'm gonna give it a try, and we'll see how delicious it turns out. I also bought some whole wheat pasta in bulk because it was cheaper this way to put into my pasta salad. So that with some vegetables, but yay! Okay, so the first thing that we are bringing on to this trip is pasta salad. And first what I'm doing is boiling some water on the stove, and then I'm going to throw in about 3 to 4 cups of whole wheat pasta. Now I ended up putting a lot, and I made like a huge batch, so I made a little too much. So if you want it personalized, just go ahead and use way less than that, like about 1 to 2 cups. So what I'm doing is just rinsing my vegetables, and once my pasta was done cooking for several minutes, I rinsed it in cold water just so it could stop cooking, so that it doesn't, so it's not too soft while it's in the salad. And then after rinsing my vegetables, I just dice them up as small as you can, to whatever size you find comfortable when you chew your vegetables, because these are just going to be full on in the salad. No other blending is required. So I chopped up a red onion. It was like less than half a large red onion, about half of a red bell pepper, and 3 celery sticks, and half of a large head of broccoli. and I'm just chopping these as fine as I can because you get everything in your mouth all at once. It's really delicious this way. So there's my big, beautiful, colorful bowl of pasta salad. Now onto the dressing. I'm going to link the recipe down below for this just because I got a recipe from Minimalist Baker. But basically it's easy. All you gotta do is combine all the ingredients into a blender until it becomes this beautiful creamy sauce. And I use tofu for this, so it's like lower in fat instead of using anything else like any like butter or added oils. I just use tofu and it spreads so perfectly. Like, look at this. And then I mixed it well, and this is what it's gonna look like. It was really flavorful. I actually am planning on making this another time, but after you mix it together, just throw it into the refrigerator for a couple hours and you're all set. So my next snack is for this trip is I'm just prepping some grapes. All that I'm doing here is taking my grapes off of the stem and rinsing them and throwing them in a Ziploc. That's what I'm going to snack on throughout the trip. Next up, I'm going to make some spread for my rice crackers that I bought. So I found peanut powder from the store and I put 3 tablespoons of the PB2 powder or the PB powder with enough water to make it this creamy consistency. Then I ended up chopping up some dates into really fine chunks and throwing it into the mix and blending it together just so that I don't have to like bring them separately. So what I'm going to do is add this mixture onto these rice cakes. These are the Lundeberg rice cakes with wild rice. They're actually pretty darn good. I did the no salted one, so it's more plain and you could do savory or sweet with it. So my next meal or meal prep item is overnight oats, and I'm actually going to have this for breakfast, I decided. So my favorite type of overnight oats is so simple. It's basically just 1 mashed up banana with about 3/4 a cup of oats, a little bit less than that. After that, I added some cinnamon, lots of cinnamon actually. Cinnamon is like, I put it in pretty much every single breakfast item that I eat. Added some turmeric for that anti-inflammatory purposes, and it actually to me tastes really good. And then just mush that all together. Does not look appetizing, but it's pretty good. And then a teaspoon of chia seeds. I ran out of ground flax seeds, so that's pretty much all that I have. I have that, and then I'm going to add in whole flax seeds as well, and I'm going to add in a teaspoon of those. For this, I like to either add water or non-dairy milk. I found this amazing Pacific brand original unsweetened soy milk, which I absolutely love because the only ingredients in this milk are soybeans and water. No added sugar, no added preservatives. It's organic, non-GMO soybeans, and it's the creamiest. I fell in love with it ever since I worked at Leaf Tea House. We use that for our matcha lattes, and I have been hooked ever since. So I'm very thankful for Susan from Leaf for introducing this milk to me. I can't believe I haven't heard of this sooner. But so basically what I'm doing now is just mixing everything, combining it well, and what I forgot to show you guys was that I topped it off with some strawberries and frozen blueberries and just threw it in the fridge, and tomorrow morning it'll soak up all the liquid and be ready to eat. So next what I'm doing is chopping up some lettuce for my macaroni salad. The reason I'm doing this is because I put it in a really large mason jar so that I make sure I don't go hungry on this bus ride and I don't have to buy things at gas stations that we stop at. I'm just trying my best to use, to be as cheap or basically find things food items that are more affordable and filling and healthy. So that was like the whole purpose of this video, was to just show you guys some meal ideas that you can pre-make with you, meal prep before you go on to any bus rides or train rides. You could totally do this for a train ride too. But yeah, I basically just stacked this whole mason jar filled with pasta salad and lettuce, and that is probably going to be my lunch slash dinner or whatever, because that's a lot of pasta salad. But I'm pretty sure it'll be filling, so I probably don't even know if I'll have like a dinner. So one thing I also forgot to show you guys was that I also packed up some apples for this trip. So those are all the snacks, and these are all the food items I'm going to be bringing on this trip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.